wonders will never end. Ladies and gentlemen, on Monday, KTN News alleged that the current president William Ruto amemnyang'anya naibu wake Kithure Kindiki majukumu, and he transferred those responsibilities to the current prime cabinet secretary Musalia Mudavadi. Now, according to the news we have received, as you can see on your screen, Kithure Kindiki chairs key government meeting amid claims Ruto reassigned some of his duties. Kumaanisha hapa ni Musalia Mudavadi angechair hii meeting, lakini Kithure ndiye amesimamia kikao hiki. According to the news we have received on our news desk is that the current deputy president Kithure Kindiki has proceeded with his official state business, chairing a high-level inter-agency meeting on preparations for the proposed Eastern Africa oil refinery, just hours after reports surfaced claiming some of his responsibilities had been transferred to another senior government official who is Musalia Mudavadi. The meeting held on Tuesday today brought together cabinet secretaries, principal cabinet secretaries and heads of government agencies to assess progress on the refinery project. Ladies and gentlemen, as you continue watching this clip, please hit the like button, and if you have not subscribed, I'm requesting you to subscribe and turn on the notification bell. You cannot afford to miss any news update every day. KTN, this is what KTN posted. They said Deputy President Kithure Kindiki is under siege following a directive by President William Ruto through the Chief of Staff and Head of Public Service Felix Koskei that has stripped him of the role of intergovernmental coordination. It was a shocking news on Monday, So we tried to analyze why President William Ruto decided to reassign the role of coordinating government ministries from the office of the Deputy President to Prime Cabinet Secretary Musalia Mudavadi through an executive order. Number one, the Sifuna factor. The Linda Mwananchi political movement has spread rapidly here in Kenya, largely through Senator Edwin Sifuna. So Ruto may be seeking to give Mudavadi a bigger role in the government so that it appears is paying attention to the people of Western Kenya, encouraging them to support Mudavadi instead of Sifuna. It is also possible that Ruto wants Mudavadi to become his running mate in the next general elections 2027. Number two, maybe to pressure Kithure Kindiki into resigning. In the previous government, former President Uhuru Kenyatta reassigned many of William Ruto's responsibilities when he was the deputy president, and gave them to Fred Matiang'i. At the time, many people urged Ruto to resign, but he refused. Eventually, public sympathy vote for him as the president in the last general elections 2022. A similar strategy could now be aimed at Kindiki, making him frustrated enough to reassign from Ruto's government on his own. According to a statement from the Deputy President's office, the deliberations focused on legal, regulatory, and administrative groundwork already completed, as well as plans for stakeholder engagement in the weeks ahead. Ladies and gentlemen, the timing of the meeting drew attention given that reports had earlier emerged alleging that Ruto's administration had transferred a portion of Professor Kithure Kindiki's duties to Prime Cabinet Secretary Musalia Mudavadi. So the deputy president flatly rejected those claims, describing them as fake news. Actually, when I went through his social media account today, I saw Kithure aliandika to fake news. State House similarly moved to counter the narrative. Dennis Itumbi, head of Presidential Special Projects and a Creative Economy, issued a statement on behalf of the presidency, stating that Kindiki had not been stripped of any of his constitutional or statutory responsibilities. That is according to Itumbi. So the refinery meeting signaled that Kindiki remained engaged at the highest levels of government planning, even as questions over his standing within the administration continued to circulate in a public discourse. Sometimes we don't know who to trust. He reaffirmed his commitment to the Kenya Kwanza administration during the 11th annual Farmers Field Day in Meru town. Kindiki has seen in public defending the current administration that is under William Ruto. People were shocked when they saw this news circulating on different social media platforms. Ladies and gentlemen, in your opinion, has the time come for Kindiki to resign from Ruto's government? Write your thoughts or rather your opinion in the comment section below. I love to hear your political perspective. Thank you, and if you have not subscribed to this channel yet, I kindly ask you to subscribe. This is where we don't sugarcoat, but we always put news as it is. Share our links to other WhatsApp groups and even on Facebook. That is the only way we can continue building this channel of ours, MWANAKENYA Media. Thank you very much.